Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to try to ramble through my message here. So pumped up with passion and adrenaline right now that I want to record a message so I don't lose it. So bear with me if I start to ramble and get off track a little bit because it's all fresh in my mind. I'm trying to organize my thoughts here. So a couple of things just happened. I'm out on my weekly run for Murph. All right. So my brother and I have been doing the Murph Every Week Challenge. If you're not familiar with Murph, it's a CrossFit workout where you run a mile, you do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then run another mile. You do all that wearing a 20-pound weighted vest. Okay, so my brother and I, we're doing Murph every week. We started the first of the year, and we're our week 15 or 16, something like that. We're still going strong. So a couple of things happened this morning. We're also doing the 75 hard challenge, where if you haven't seen any of my other messages, we're doing 75 days of no cheats. So we're following nutrition for 75 days, no cheat meals. We're following a gallon of water, no excuses, no substitutions, gallon of water every day. We're doing 10 pages of reading, self-growth, self-help, whatever, 10 pages of reading a day, 2 workouts a day. And then one of those workouts or part of those workouts has to be outside. So we're doing that. So I got up to go run this morning and get my Murph in. I was doing Murph in the garage here with the pull-up bar, my push-ups and squats. I started listening to a podcast. The guy that does the 75 Hard Challenge, he also is the CEO of the supplement company that I've been using a lot lately, First Form. His name's Andy Frisella. It's the MFCEO project on podcast if you want to check it out. iTunes, check it out. I'll share some links here. But anyway, he was talking about, he had a guest on where they were talking about just a mentality to crush things. Go out and attack each and everything that you're doing and stay focused on what you're doing. So originally I was supposed to run a mile, and I started feeling really good and the podcast wasn't over yet. So I turned off my notifications. Actually, I just tuned them out. I didn't turn them off. I just stopped listening to them. So my running app tells me every half mile my progress. So I know when to turn around. I know what my pace is if I got to pick it up. I just tuned them out and started listening to the podcast. Well, I kept running until I got to the end of the podcast. So I realized that I was making good pace. I was zoned in, I was focused, and I was crushing. So I kept going. When that podcast got over, it happened to be right about the time that my running app clicked in and gave me a notification. Excuse me. I'd already gone 2.5 miles, right? I was supposed to do 1 mile and then come back, do some work, do another mile. I just did 2.5 miles on my first trip, okay? And now keep in mind, I ran out 2.5 miles. So if you're not very good in geometry, I have to turn around and go back another 2.5 miles to get back home, okay? So I did my 2.5 miles. I'm at my halfway point. I got to turn around and go. So that means those of you non-math majors, that's going to be 5 miles total. Oh, sorry. Got cottonmouth here. Dry skin stuck to my face. Anyway, so that means I'm going to have to go 5 miles. Well, I realized quickly as I turned around to head back, now I'm running into the wind. All right. And if you notice, we got a little bit of rain here lately, the last 24 hours. It is raining right now. A nice steady stream. For a while there it was pouring. Okay, so that means I'm heading into the wind, and now I have to go 2.5 miles against the wind of one thing, and now I've got this rain pelting me in the face, as you can kind of see it right now. All right, pelting me in the face, not to mention every time a truck or car or semi drives by, I live on a busy highway, I get pelted in the face with their mist and debris and wind and things like that. So luckily, the next podcast in my playlist was another MFCEO, and he started talking to another entrepreneur about some things. So I got zoned in again and blocked out everything. Okay? The point behind this is a lot of times we get going. We get focused. We take off on our journey. We're dialed in. We're kicking butt. And then before we realize it, we've gone above and beyond what we need to, which is awesome. It's great. But then guess what? The road's going to get tough. Your fairy tale workspace is gonna fall off. You're gonna have some tough situations. You're gonna have hard decisions to make. You're gonna have people that get in your way. You're gonna have people pushing against you, throwing stuff in your face, telling you that you can't do it, that you're not good enough, that you should be doing something else. Stop wasting your time. There's always gonna be obstacles. All right. It just depends on when they hit you. For me, it was getting 2.5 miles out away from my home, and now I got to go 2.5 miles back against the wind, against the rain, against the traffic, against the soreness in my legs from my workout yesterday. But you know what? I got dialed in, I got focused, I got in the zone, and I took off and I made it. I actually set a little bit better pace on the way back. Okay, actually that's not true, not a better pace. I stuck to the same pace. All right, I kept a steady pace against the wind, against the obstacles, against the traffic. Okay, just from getting dialed in, getting focused and telling myself, here's what I got to do. I'm going to listen to everything these guys are talking about. I'm going to make some mental notes, and as soon as I get home, I'm going to write them down. Okay, I haven't done that yet. I wanted to get this podcast or this video out of the way so that I can get the message out to you guys. Okay, I started thinking some of the things that I've been trying to get across to people is trying to get people more active. All right, my big platform right now is helping people get on their fitness journey, on their nutrition journey, on their wellness journey. We had a guest speaker in my classroom the other day talking to my 8th graders, and she was talking about her cancer research. She works for a laboratory nearby in the area where they do clinical studies on different chemicals. It's a whole range of things, but one of the things that she works closely with is certain chemical treatments for disease control. So cancer being one of those types of things that they look at, different medicines that are coming through. And she said something that really stuck with me, and it goes right along with my platform, all these messages that I'm trying to get out. I'll post a couple things here with the video, some links, because it, to me, just punched me right in the face to get out to everybody that's listening. All right, I made a point to make it very well known with my students to take this to heart and remember this next time you're going to make a decision. So one of the things she talked about was risk factors that ultimately lead to a type of cancer, not just lung cancer, not just brain cancer, not just skin cancer, not just any specific type of cancer. Every one of the hundreds types of cancer has some kind of risk factor that magnifies the risk of that taking place. Okay, now I know this is going to get into some debate with whoever about medical reasons for this and that and genetics and whatever bullcrap. Listen to the facts here. Okay, scientists are now looking at some of these risk factors that ultimately lead to types of cancer, and the top two risk factors that totally magnify your risk for not only cancer but a lot of other things are the use of alcohol and tobacco, obesity. Okay, the use of alcohol and tobacco, what you choose to put into your body, what you choose to drink every weekend, every evening, every night, every part of the day, every time you're out with friends, every time you're doing whatever, okay? Every time you put that in your body, you're putting yourself at risk, okay? Say whatever you want, blah, 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 whatever. It's a part of, you gotta live a little, yada, yada. Okay, you're still putting something in your body that's not good for you. Your body doesn't like it, it's not supposed to have it, okay? Tobacco. You're choosing to do something. You're choosing to put that wad of chew in your mouth. You're choosing to put that cigarette up to your mouth. You're choosing to use that tobacco product. All right, you're choosing to do that, which if that's your choice, that's fine. Okay, but just hear me out here. You're choosing to do those things and then figuring out later that they've led to something that isn't very good, whether it's a cancer, whether it's a type of disease, a type of illness, whatever it is. Most likely came from some choices that you were doing and kept choosing to do again and again instead of choosing to do something about it. All right, choosing to get help, choosing to find something to do instead of that, choosing to wean your way off of it. Okay, the other one is obesity. Again, part of that is a choice. Actually, a big part of that is a choice. What you choose to put into your body on a daily basis, what you choose to eat as a snack, what you choose to eat as a meal, what you choose to put available to the people around you, what you choose to go and get or to consume when you're at a party, when you're out with your friends, when you're out doing whatever, when you're on the road, when you're driving, when you're traveling, stopping at fast food places or whatever it is, stopping at convenience stores, when you're going grocery shopping, supplying the cupboards. You're choosing to grab those things with certain ingredients, with certain types of food to put into your body. Okay, and then again, if you're choosing to do some of those things on a minor basis, whatever, maybe it's the fact that you're not getting up and getting moving. Okay, if you are at a point where you're struggling, if you're at a point where you're trying to figure out what can I do, how can I fix this, where do I make a change, how do I start? Either you're choosing not to reach out and find some help, or you're getting some of those tips, you're getting some of that information, and you're choosing not to do it. Okay, now I preach all the time that it's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. You get up, you get moving, you make better choices on food a little bit at a time, a few times a day. You make sure you don't have the things available in your house to cheat and to tempt you. You don't put yourself in situations where you're walking into the break room where there's a table full of donuts and snacks and sweets. Okay, if you choose to take yourself out of those situations, it gets a whole lot easier. All right, but it starts with just one step. Okay, the type of exercise that I choose to do is the type of exercise that my body needs where I'm at. I have to do crazy, intense type of workouts to get the progress that I need, to get the maintained status that I need, or to reach the goals that I want to get to, by choice that I want to get to. You don't have to go out and run 5 miles. You don't have to go out and lunge 800 meters. You don't have to go out and throw a sandbag on your back and walk around for a lap. You know what you got to do if you're trying to get started? It takes 5 minutes to do 5 modified push-ups in the morning before you get in the shower. It takes 5 minutes to do modified squats every time you go to the bathroom. It takes 5 minutes to go refill that water jug instead of going to the pop machine. It takes 5 minutes to get up, stretch every time you're stuck at your desk for 20 minutes. Okay? It's small choices. It's little things that you can do to get up, to get moving, to start burning some of those extra calories, and to make better choices on nutrition. It's about making better choices on not putting alcohol and tobacco into your system. It's your choices. The top 2 risk factors that lead to any one of the 100 types of cancer, the top 2 are prevented by better choices. Better choices. Just choosing not to do something. It's on you. It's not on somebody else that I had to go to a party with so-and-so and they were drinking and so I had to drink. It's not on somebody else, well, they smoke and I go out to hang out with them at smoke breaks. It's your choice. It ultimately comes down to you. All right? And if you're looking for something to do, if you're looking for some way to get better, to make a change, tell me. Reach out and let me know. Reach out to somebody if it's not me. Get a hold of somebody and say, I need to make a change. I need something to fix what I'm doing. I need something to make better choices with nutrition. I need to learn how to do that better. I need to learn how to get up and do a little bit of moving every day before I get going. I need to learn how to get moving on my lunch break or during the day. Where can I find the time to squeeze in some exercise? What can I do with a little bit of time? What can I do if I don't have any equipment at home? What can I do if I have 4 kids and a full-time career and a coaching career, and I'm working with fitness classes, and I'm working with different side groups with my kids, doing extracurricular things? What can I do to find time to get those in? Okay, that's what I do every day. Okay, my day is full of all kinds of different things, but I still make a choice to find time to get something done, to get movement done, to make better choices on nutrition, because you know what? I feel a heck of a lot better if I'm up and I'm moving and I'm eating better and I'm not choosing to do all those other things that everybody does on a daily basis. Okay, so that's my soapbox right now that I'm going to get off of for just a second, or that I was on for just a second. I'm going to get down. Okay, it's all about choices. So if you're on the fence about trying to figure something out, about getting something done, about figuring out how to make better changes, I want you to do something right now while you're still thinking about it, while it's fresh in your mind. Okay, I'm going to push you a little bit to do something that you might not want to do. Okay, but if you're really serious about making a change, if you're really serious about making yourself better and getting up and doing something to make an example for your kids, okay, if you're an older person and you think about, whatever, I'm too far out of my journey, yada, yada, it's never too late to get started. And I'll tell you what, there's always somebody watching. Go back and check out some of my posts about what my kids do when I think I'm doing something on my own. They're watching every little step. The people that are in the community are watching every little step. And you're making an impression on somebody by just getting up and get moving. All right, making better choices. Somebody's going to take note. And they're probably going to give you a hard time for it, but who cares? Do it for you. Make better choices for you. All right, I want you to go download a link, or I'm going to put a link on here to download an app. Okay, it's going to do all the work for you to get you set up and going. What you got to do is just follow the instructions that tell you what and when and how to do it, and you're going to make a change. Okay, it's going to give you a way to be directly contacted with me any time of the day, any step of the way, any questions you have, any questions or links you have, concerns about or don't know how to do. There's resources to figure out what to do with it. All right, this is one of the best apps that I have used. It just came out. It's one of the best apps I've used where everything is in one place. All right, it's going to have, it's going to give you workouts. It's going to tell you that, hey, you haven't worked out today. It's going to pop up with a notification about the time that you normally would log your workout and say, hey, you haven't logged your workout today. What's up? It will give you notifications, and it is a fantastic personal reminder to hold you accountable to get up and get moving. Whatever that may be, it's going to be different for everybody. okay? It doesn't have to be go to the gym for 2 hours. There's different levels to set it up on, okay? So this app is gonna tell you what to do, how to work out. Inside the app, it's gonna give you different choices for nutrition. If you wanna follow a meal plan where it tells you, eat this now, eat this at this time. Later on today, you're gonna eat this. Here's what you need to have prepared. Here's a grocery list to go get so that you have everything you need for all of your meals. It will give you that. It will tell you that right in the app. You open it, you go to nutrition, it's right there. You open it, you go to nutrition, you punch in what you've eaten for the day. I've been doing it for the last couple weeks here. It's awesome. It tells me exactly what I need to do, when I need to eat, and everything else. There's choices too. You don't have to follow any specific choice. There's meal plans, there's portion control, where you're gonna get a chance to track what type of things you're eating and what kinds of sizes you need to follow. If you get the premium version, which is just a couple bucks a month, it's very well worth it, because now you can track your macros that you hear me talk about. It'll help you track your fat, your carbohydrates, and your protein. It'll tell you how much you have left. It'll keep track of everything you're putting in, and it's as simple as type in, bam, chicken breast, it pops up. Yes, I consumed half a serving, done, okay? It tracks everything for you. It's all right there nice and neat in one app. It gives you a streak of how many times you've logged, and it gives you constant reminders. There's constant access to blogs and information and resources on how to educate yourself on what to do. It is the all-inclusive, all-in-one, perfect way to get started and make a change. All right? If you're on the fence, I want you to go to the link and download it right now. It's mytransformationstartstoday.com/bpeel3. That's going to get you connected with me, and then you can request to be one of my transformers, and now we can stay in direct contact. I can put out announcements to everybody that's following along. I can put on different resources of blogs to go look at, different resources of websites to check out, different recipes that I'm sharing. All right, it's a perfect way to stay connected and stay accountable. And the app is all inclusive. It's all in one place. It's going to pop up with reminders to do your workout. It's going to pop up with reminders to record your progress as far as weight and progress pictures and whatever. It's going to help you get started and get on the path to do what you need to do. mytransformationstartstoday.com. Transformation is with a PH, okay, instead of an F. mytransformation.com/bpeel3. That's going to get you to the website to download the app. You put in your information. I'll get a video posted here of how to put things in and how to get connected with me. And then we're on our way. There is a challenge that comes with this app. They do different sprint challenges for transformation. So what happens is on Monday, so 2 days from now, the 22nd, if you have your progress pictures updated, if you have your initial progress photos updated, all you have to do is take 3 pictures, okay? If those are uploaded, you are entered automatically into a $50,000 challenge. All you do is you make little changes here and there with what you're eating and doing some workout, and you keep track of your progress, and you have your before pictures posted by Monday at midnight. And now you're entered into the chance to get $50,000. That's the top prize. There's other monetary prizes for other places too. Okay, so if that's not enough incentive to get up and make one small change, get 1% better today than you were yesterday, then I don't know what is. All right, you have to make choices to do it for yourself. You have to get out and do something that's outside your comfort zone and reach out to somebody to help get you going if you're not going to do it yourself, and get things moving. All right, I want to see everybody succeed. I want to help everybody as much as I can with every step of the way. So I want you to go download this app. I want you to get signed in. It's free, or there's a premium version that will get you some of the extra things. It's a couple bucks a month, totally worth it to get you started. All right, and go from there. There's a lot of other things flowing through my head right now, but I'm already at 19 minutes on this video, so I'm gonna stop rambling. And I'm gonna go get some resources put together. I'm gonna finish my Murph here in just a minute, because I've already done 5 miles, but I haven't done my pull-ups, push-ups, or sit-ups. Sorry, squats, pull-ups, push-ups, or squats. So I gotta get that done here to totally complete my Murph. So reach out with any questions. Please share with anybody that you think needs to hear something like this and make a change. It comes small changes, all right? There's a starting place for everybody. If you're worried about what to do and how to do it, it's very simple. Very simple. Not easy, but simple. You do small changes today, leads to small changes tomorrow, leads to small changes the next day. Before you know it, you've made strides in making yourself a better person and living a healthier life. Peace out, guys. Love y'all. No bad days.